friends, I'm back today with a video, and I apologize. I feel like my lips and my eyes are maybe too much, but I was like, how often do I get to wear green lipstick? Not that often, so I just went for it. But the brand that we're talking about is Sugar Drizzle, and the palette that we're talking about is Trick Roar Treat. Now, when I first saw this, originally I was like, meh about the packaging, but the colors on the inside, like the colors do the colors. So this is what the packaging looks like, and at first I was kind of like about it, but now I kind of like it a little bit more. I think it's pretty funny. You got T-Rex on a bike kind of like ETing the moon. I was definitely cracking up when I saw this. This is a cruelty-free palette. It was $28.95. I have to say, whoever I talked to at customer service was fantastic. So what had happened was I tried to use a coupon code and it didn't work on this palette, but it should have worked on this palette. And I reached out, and I mean within seconds I had a response, which I wouldn't expect that quick of a response normally ever from anybody. I was thinking like a day or two business time, you know, that would have been fine. But no, they replied immediately. They took care of it. They were really friendly. There's not much more you can ask for from a brand. So I was very happy about that. And then when I actually got this palette, it was packaged really well. And then this is the color story on the inside. So let's talk about this. I am absolutely in love with it. I was not crazy about the pans being turned this direction, but now that I've used it, it's not really a big deal. I think it was just maybe because I haven't used one like this before. But these colors are so beautiful. Like this shade right here literally killed me. I don't think you guys can tell on my eyes. Well, maybe you can. It's hard to say. This lighting's really strange. It's nearly dark out where I live, so I've got like a few different lights going on right now, but these are all super shifty. Let's see if the mirror can pick up some of those. Of course not. Why won't it? But really, really beautiful. These matte shades were super easy to use. They blended well together, and I've got to say $28.95. I was completely happy with this price that I paid for it. So let's go ahead and do some swatches. I'm going to do 2 eye looks for you, and then I'll be back at the very end with my final thoughts. I've just got to say, I feel like this palette was one of my favorite of the Halloween season. Okay, so the very first thing I did was I took the shade Dinosaur Egg, which is this awesome yellow shade, and I put it in my crease and I blew it out towards my brow area. Then I took the shade Happy Haunting and I put that in my outer V and I moved it all the way in towards my inner eye. And then I did this, everything I did up top, I did down below. Then I took the shade Raptor Candy, which is hilarious, and I put it all over my lid, and then I put it underneath my eye. And then I took the shade Dynamite, which I think might be my favorite name. I put it in my outer V and just slightly below. Okay, so all I did, this was a very simple look, was I took two shades and I used the shade Roar and I put it in my crease and I kind of buffed it out, and then I did the same on my under eye, but then I went back in with it and added a second layer where I kind of deepened the shade in my outer V, kind of through my crease and then just right on my eyelash line. And then I took the shade Trick or Treat, which is freaking stunning, and I put it all over my lid and underneath my lash line. All right, you guys, I'm back. I'm losing my voice. I don't know what's up with that, but we're just gonna go ahead and ignore that. So the brand that we're talking about is Sugar Drizzle, and the palette that we're talking about is Trick or Treat. And this just cracked me up. Honestly, it made my husband and I laugh when we were talking about it in our Toast and Roast video. You've got T-Rex flying over the moon like E.T. I like the little bat that's on the side of it. It's kitschy, it's funny. So this palette is $28.95. It is cruelty free and it shipped extremely quickly. Not to mention that whoever I talked to in their customer service department was fantastic. And you know, a lot of times with brands, you see brands that are really good with their products, or really good with their shipping, or really good with maybe their customer service, but it's rare to find the trifecta where everything is good. And I had a great experience. So I personally think if you have not tried this brand and you've been looking at this color story, you should pick it up. You should pick it up as soon as you possibly can. This is a color story on the inside, and I love it. I am like pretty obsessed with this. I could use this almost every day and be really happy with it. I would probably want to pair it with some other stuff just randomly for different seasons, but these are so shifty. Now, I know people had brought up the dollar price increase, but I think because of this shade right here, that's probably why. That would be my guess. I can't say enough good, because honestly, these are formulated really well. They work nicely. These metallics and multi-chromes, or these multi-chromes and duochromes, were really easy to work with. Now, I want to give you an example. I did this differently today. I did no base on this eye, and I did an eyeshadow base on this eye he would do that, just to give you guys an idea of how they perform. And I've got to say that I almost can't tell that there's an eye base here at all. Now, today I did use a different eye base than I have been using. I've been using the Lick Light from Death and Candy Custom Creations, which I love, but my silicone thing, I can't find it right now, so I went ahead and used this, which was the Artistry Wand for Pat McGrath. So just so you have an idea what I work with, that's kind of what it was. I think it looks beautiful on both eyes. I can't really tell that there's any difference personally. Then the matte shades, sorry, I was laughing at my husband. Then the matte shades in here work together seamlessly. I was very happy with the performance all around. Honestly, I have nothing negative to say. I feel like this is a great palette for fall and through Christmas. Like, I feel like these greens in here will be really fun for Christmas time. But I think they did a great job. I think that if you like this color story of this brand, you're not going to be disappointed. And I really hope that this review is helpful to you guys. Sorry, my chair makes like a squeaky sound. I'm not tooting on camera, but I have no shame, so maybe I would. In any case, I hope that this was helpful to you guys. If it was, I would love to have you here as a subscriber. And I hope that everybody is staying safe and healthy. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.